Hey, how you doing, family? I got something special for you today. This is right here is dear to my heart. I was raised by a single mother, and she raised a business owner. For all you single parents out here, this video is for you. How to raise an entrepreneur as a single parent. And I just want to give a shout out to all y'all single mothers and all y'all single fathers out there that's holding it down, doing your thing, and being responsible for your seed. For all you first timers out there, I'm a business developer and I do business coaching for large and small companies. If you haven't already, please click subscribe. My name is Jarvis Judah and I am so glad that you're here. If you subscribe, you'll be part of the family because that's what you are, family. Hey, all you single parents out there, I know it can be very, very hard. Look, I gave my mom such a hard time. I was bad. I got handcuffed several times by the age of 12. I was always rebellious. I was always getting kicked out of school. I made good grades though, but I just had this attitude problem. And I'm not really sure where it came from, but I had some issues. If I was my mama, I would've got rid of my butt. But she stayed strong and stuck through there. You know, it was time my father would come back, into the home, and he was, on drugs at that time. So, he would steal things out the home and do different things like that. He's much better now. He's on feet, got a good job. He's not on drugs. So I'm so proud of you. Or whatever, you're watching this pop, I'm proud of you, man, for the change that you made in your life. And so, look, for all your single parents out there, don't worry about it. I watch my brother right now raising a daughter by himself. And he's doing his thing. He has in soccer and softball and basketball. He's studying with it. He has tutors that come to the house and coaches that come to the house, giving her one-on-one training to make sure that she's the best that she can be. And he showers her with love and affection. And so look, you can raise a successful young man or successful young woman. You just have to make sure that you put in the extra effort. And so even if it's some things that you may not know how to teach your son or teach your daughter, find other positive examples. That's what my mom did. My mom would take me to other men or whatever, other married couples that she was friends with. And, they would, have, responsible men. It was a man that, would take us out into the woods and teach us how to hunt and teach us how to, plant seeds in the ground and grow up crops and stuff. And he helped me start a lawn service at 15 years old. And so there's other positive role models that you may know about or whatever that you can allow your son maybe to be around. The same thing for you fathers. There may be some, business women, strong entrepreneur type women or queens that you want your daughter to be around, that, she may have her nails right and you don't necessarily know anything about nails. Allow your daughter maybe to spend time and be around that person or whatever. Say, hey, this is daddy's friend or whatever. I'm gonna let you guys or whatever talk a little while so you can get to know what it is to be a business woman and different things like that. So it's just being around that feminine energy or being around that masculine energy really helps that child. So my mom didn't necessarily have a man in the house with me. She wasn't dating anybody or doing anything like that because she wanted to focus on building her business and building her children, and she did a great job. Also, my mom taught me responsibility. Being a single parent, you gotta make sure you take the time not to do everything for your children. I know sometimes it can be quicker just to go ahead and wash the dishes for them and fold their clothes and wash their clothes, but that's not teaching them to be responsible. So when I was about 11, 12 years old, my mom made sure that I knew how to wash my clothes, I knew how to wash my dishes, I knew how to cook for myself, I knew how to clean up after myself. She made sure I was responsible. She told me that since I gotta be the man and the woman in this house at this point, or whatever, even though you can't be a man and a woman, obviously. But since she told me those things, she was like, look, you're gonna have to learn how to take a lot of responsibilities off of me because I'm going out here working, I'm going out here providing, putting food on the table, paying these lights, and I'm working double shifts just to put food on this table. So you're gonna have to be a responsible young man or whatever. And so I had to learn at a young age or whatever how to be responsible. And I learned to earn everything I got. And that way, when I got older, guess what? I didn't look for handouts. I made sure I earned every penny that I have in my pocket and that I have in my bank account. So make sure you teach your children responsibility and you will never regret it. Discipline your children. Oh my goodness, I can't say it enough. Discipline your children. Now back in the old school days, they beat you. Then they start getting you whooped, and now they just slap you on your hand. Now they can't even do that no more. You speak loud to your children, they try to take you to jail. But look, discipline your kids. Like, I really received a lot of discipline growing up, and it made me into a strong, intelligent, courageous man or whatever. I'm not scared of a fight. I'm not scared of somebody hit me. I'm not scared of somebody screaming at me. When I went to the military, I'm like, that's it. That's it. That's all y'all got. I wasn't afraid. It made me strong. It didn't weaken me. I'm not saying go and abuse your kids. I'm not saying slap them upside the head and bust them in the back of the head and nothing like that. All I'm saying is make sure you raise them with discipline. They should be able to respect you. If you tell your child to sit down and they catching an attitude, smacking their lips, rolling their eyes, that means you haven't instilled the right discipline in them kids. And then they end up doing it in the school systems. They end up doing it in different places. And so my mom disciplined over and over and over again. So even though I was getting in trouble at a young age, I still was yes ma'am, no ma'am, no sir. You know, it was instilled in me. I just had like a respect. And so as I got older, it finally clicked in and I just stopped getting in trouble. And so now when I get pulled over by the cops, I know how to speak to them. I know how to act right. I know how to present myself in the right way or whatever, not having to catch an attitude because I'm not getting my way. It made me stronger. So make sure your kids are disciplined. We love the United States military sometimes, right? In the sense of being able to protect us, right? They say it's like the strongest military and all that. They're very disciplined. They're very disciplined. You cannot run a military without discipline. No, I'm not saying your children are soldiers or anything like that, but at the end of the day, if you want that proficiency and efficiency or whatever in their lives and you want them to have order, you got to instill discipline in them. So do not let them tire you out where you feel like you don't discipline them no more. Be creative with your discipline. Find out their little pain points and you tap on that. If they love the video game too much, take it away. If they don't like being outside, make them go out there and dig some holes or something. But instill discipline in order for your children to grow up and be successful. Because if not, when it's time to study, when it's time to go to work on time, when it's time for a boss to say something that they don't like, when it's time for them to start their own company, they're not disciplined enough to see things through. Make sure your children have discipline. Last but not least, love. Look, love is very important. Make sure you show your children the right amount of love. Be there for them, spend time with them, listen to them, hug them, kiss them, let them know that they're loved. A lot of times, a lot of men take advantage of women because they were not loved growing up, and then guess what? When those women feel insecure and different things like that, the man take advantage of that. And the same vice versa. So make sure you love them and make sure you affirm them and say, hey, you're great, you're a leader, you're beautiful, you're strong, you're kind, you're courageous, you are whatever you want to be. Love, love, love. Love your kids and instill in them the right character traits, instilling them the right messages in their head. Don't feed them negative messages. Don't tell them that they can't do something or they can't do this or whatever, that it's impossible or whatever. Speak encouragement and tell them they can do anything that they put their minds to and that you're going to support them, because love and support is pretty much needed. You want it, so they need it too. And make sure you plant it into them each and every day. For all my single parents out there, look, I love you guys. I appreciate what you're doing. Keep doing it. Stay strong. Don't give up. Do not give up. You can do it. I believe in you. So for all of you out there or whatever that want to raise an entrepreneur, want to raise a business owner, I'm giving you the tips that my mom used for me. So this is what worked for me that helped make me a strong, young, disciplined young man. Or whatever, from her investing into my company endeavors, from her teaching me how to sell, from her starting her own company and me seeing and being part of that, for her teaching me discipline, from her loving me, for her, investing into my dreams and my hopes and my aspirations, for her giving me different opportunities that my community necessarily provide. These are the things that help me to become the man that I am. Love, love, love. I love you guys. I love you, family. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Please, you see that face right there? Just hit that little face and then you can subscribe to the channel. Love you guys.